Welcome back to my channel for another video. My name is Sarah. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4, and today we are going to be chatting about first day of homeschool traditions. Okay, so I thought this would be a fun video to do. I don't think that we do anything too over the top for our first official day of homeschool. I'm sorry, you're probably not gonna get any super original ideas here, but I do like to make our first day a little bit different and a little bit more special than just any other day, because I think it's important to set a positive tone and create excitement for the new school year. So I'm just gonna be sharing with you guys what we do on our first day of homeschool. The first couple of years that we homeschooled, I honestly didn't do anything really special on our first day, and my kids didn't really know anything differently. They probably don't even remember. But now that they're a little older, they'll probably remember a little bit more. But some of the traditions I do now are more for me because I think they're fun and I have a good time doing them for my kids and just making those memories. And hopefully my kids like them too. But all that to say, you don't have to have any kind of traditions on your first day of school above and beyond what you have planned for your learning activities. So if you are in a place where it feels overwhelming to have to think about or plan one more thing, or you just don't want to, then don't stress about it or keep it simple. I keep it pretty simple. Maybe watch along if you're curious to see what we do or to get ideas for the future, but don't feel like any of this is a must. These are just fun, simple traditions that we've adopted over the years that we've homeschooled. This video is also part of a collaboration. Shauna from Homegrown Homeschool is hosting. So if you do want even more ideas so you can curate the best of them for your first day of homeschool, you want to check out all the other videos in the playlist, which I will link below in the description. Before I start, I would love for you to head down to the comments and tell me one of your favorite first day of homeschool traditions. So just tell me one. Go down there, write down one thing that you like to do on the first day. Let's just get a great list of ideas going here. What's one thing that you either do every year or you know you were gonna start this tradition this year? Go ahead, do it now. All right, so we are gearing up for our new school year. And I say that we are gonna have an official start day. Our official day is going to be, I think it's August 5th. If that's a Monday, that's the day. We've been homeschooling throughout the summer. So we've been doing math and we've been doing our Latin throughout the summer. And then we do kind of take a slow roll, I call it, into our new school year. We like to add in a couple of things a little bit early, so we're not doing all the things on our very first day. And this year especially, we're trying out a couple of new curriculums, and so I wanted to make sure we had time to get used to them and figure out how to use them. They have an online component, so I wanted to make sure my kids are comfortable with using it and it's not something we're just trying to figure out along with everything else on the first day. So we actually, this past week, started our writing curriculum and we started our literature curriculum. So we're a week through that. We've got, 2 more weeks to go, I think, until our first official day where we add everything else in. But yeah, so those are the only things we're really gonna add in early. The other things that we're gonna be starting are kind of things that we're already pretty familiar with, so it's not something we really have to get used to, and we're not doing all of the subjects every single day. So I think this is gonna be a good balance. I took about 3 weeks because the first 2 weeks I'm kind of really sitting with my kids and doing the curriculum with them, but they're going to be things that they can do independently. So the 3rd week, they are gonna kind of be on their own and I'm still gonna be there watching them, there if they need help, and then obviously looking over their work and grading it when they're finished. But it's a good transition for us. So they've been doing that the past couple of weeks on top of the math we already do and on top of our Latin. So we didn't stop completely over the summer. My son also did an online coding class, and my girls have been doing some personal finance things. And yeah, so we've just kind of continued with a little bit of learning. And that being said, that's why I really do like to do a few special things and make our first official day just something different and a little bit more fun. So here's what we do. The first day, I like to do a fancy breakfast. Usually the kids are all on their own for breakfast pretty much. When they were little, I would make breakfast and do breakfast for them every day. But when I was about to have my youngest son, my bigger kids were old enough to do breakfast on their own. And I realized, well, I can teach them how to make their breakfast and do some different things so that when I'm busy with the baby in the morning, they can be doing breakfast. And they've been kind of in charge of that ever since. And so even my youngest one now is pretty self-sufficient with getting his breakfast in the morning, or an older sibling will help him. So for our first day though, I like to just do something a little bit different. So I make funfetti pancakes. That's the fun breakfast. It's something different. We never do it except for the first day of school. So it really is kind of a treat. And so I will make that for everybody. We get whipped cream, we get sprinkles, all the things. So when they come down, probably my bigger kids will have started some of their independent work because they're really early risers. They like to get up and get some of their work done. So they might even be working before I get breakfast done. But we'll do breakfast and we'll kind of come together at the table just to kick off our first day. So special breakfast, that is a pretty popular first day of school tradition. You could do donuts, you could do anything that's special for your family. Maybe you go out for breakfast, anything like that. But it's a really fun tradition. And this year I bought some, if you guys watched my supply haul video, I bought some blank note cards. I plan on writing a little note to my kids and just having those at the table when they come to sit down. And then I wanted to just have something special for each of them. I thought about doing like a little gift. I thought about doing goodie bags, but I wasn't really sure what to put in them without getting really expensive. But some people will do goodie bags. I've seen some people will wrap up new school supplies and give their kids school supplies, kind of like their gifts. So I thought about that. But what I ultimately decided on, I was on Amazon and I saw an ad for some water bottles, and so I'm going to show them to you. I picked up a water bottle for each of my kids. So here's one of them. I'm going to show you all the colors. Of course, I had to get different colors for each of them. This one and this one. So these are stainless steel. They actually had pretty good reviews, and I got them because, well, for a couple of reasons. They're not supposed to sweat, so they're going to be good water bottles just to use throughout the day. But they were really cheap. They were on sale, like a couple of these were $8, and then the other ones were like 10 and 11. So they weren't super expensive. And I thought it would just be something fun to have at the table when they come down. Because, well, a lot of our water bottles are kind of getting old, so we're going to go through and get rid of some of the old ones. But the main reason is, do you guys have the same problem that we do? Do your kids go through like a million cups during the day? I don't know how it happens. We've got 4 kids. We go through at least anywhere from 10 to 15, maybe. I'm not exaggerating. They use so many cups. Like every time they get a drink, they take a new cup. And then there's cups on the counter. There are empty cups in the fridge. They'll take a drink and then just put their empty cup in the fridge. And so we're cleaning out cups from the fridge every night, and it's crazy. So, and the cups always belong to nobody. So you ask them if they got a cup out to use, or whose cup is this? Oh, it's nobody's. So they never claim their cups. Well, now they're going to have their own colored cups. And the plan is, they can use these during the day. And then at night, after dinner, whenever, we will have them all clean their own cups so they are ready to go for the next day. Okay, so gift and it's practical at the same time. I will try to leave a link to these in case you guys want to check them out. I'm not sure what the price is going to be at the moment, but you can go check them out and see what we got. I did consider, I saw these cups where, if anyone has these, let me know. You could actually, it was a set of 4, and so I almost bought them. They were stainless steel and they had magnets on them, so you could actually stick them to your fridge. They looked really cool and they were very tempting, but I could just imagine them not sticking very well, or someone trying to fill it with water and hang it on the fridge and it just making a mess everywhere. So I decided not to do that and I went with these ones. But that's gonna be first day of school, breakfast, gift, gonna do the card thing. I will probably put a little sign on the table, maybe get some flowers if I remember, just because I really like having flowers at the table. So we'll see, just a little festive breakfast. And I will leave the link, I can't remember if I said this, I'll leave the link for the funfetti pancake recipe down below as well in case you were wanting to check it out. It's a fun recipe to make on the first day. So after breakfast, this year would really love to go and do first day of school pictures with my kids out on the front porch. That is probably another really common tradition. And I did this our first couple of years, but the past couple of years, for some reason, we just didn't do it. So this year we're gonna do first day of school pictures. My older kids aren't super thrilled about this. They could care less, but I know in the future, they're gonna be really glad that they have this memory. And especially my little one is starting kindergarten, so I want to start the tradition with him and get his pictures as he goes through school. I don't have any fancy chalkboard sign or any signs. I know there's lots you can find to print out. I've been going back and forth on if I want to get a sign or something for them to hold up. You know, those signs where they write their name, their grade, maybe what they want to be when they grow up, whatever is on those signs. I don't have any of those. You'll have to let me know in the comments, do you use a sign? Do you have them hold up a sign when you take their pictures, or do you just take a picture? But we're probably just going to take a picture this year. And so that is going to be something that we do probably after breakfast. And I'm planning on picking out a new first day of school outfit for my kids as well. My girls are excited about this. They'll probably go shopping with me to pick out something special. And my little one really likes to shop for new clothes too. So that will probably also be something that we do just to have a nice new outfit for the first day of school. Okay, and then the next thing, again, is kind of a common tradition that you see. I like to have my kids fill out the All About Me sheets. So you can get these printables lots of places online. I will link mine down below, but they're just sheets where they write their name, they maybe draw a picture of themselves, they write down all their favorite things, what they want to be when they grow up, and they're just fun to have. I think it's fun to see what my kids write. It's fun to look back at them at the end of the year, or even when I'm going through some of our old boxes, like decluttering, and I come across things like this. It's just fun to look back on. So we fill those out, and I will usually just stick them in the front of their binder, or whatever I'm using to store all of their work, maybe in their file folder or things like that. So we will fill out one of those. Even as my kids are getting older, I still like to have them do this. And then we will just be going through our normal school day. I've got kind of our routine planned for how I'm imagining our days to go. So we'll, after breakfast, just kind of start going through that, and it'll be just our normal day. I love starting our new curriculum. I think first days are always fun because everything is new. So just showing my excitement for that, helping them to feel excited about what we're going to be learning is just always really fun on those first days. And then when we are done with everything, our final first day of school tradition is to go out for froyo. So we start with a really sugary breakfast and then we end with froyo. It's not the healthiest day, but it's also not every day that we do this. And my kids just love doing it. This is one tradition we've had from the very beginning. We've done froyo after our first day, and we usually do it at the end of the school year too. And it's a special treat. We love ice cream in our house, but we don't do froyo or go out for froyo very often because it's really expensive. So it's kind of a special treat, and it's just a fun way to end the day, let them know how excited we are, and that this is just gonna be a fun year. So that's all I got. That is all that we really do on the first day of our homeschool year, just to make it a little bit different than the other days. So I would love to hear from you guys. Do you do any of the same things? Do you do anything that is different? Anything that's a little bit unique? Let me know in the comments below. And then again, don't forget to go check out that playlist if you do want some more ideas. I'm sure the other homeschool moms that are participating have some great ideas to share. So go watch and see what they have to say and what their traditions are as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you would like to do that. I would love for you to hang out with me this year as we go through our homeschool journey with my 7th graders, 6th graders, and kindergartner. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.